Hi everyone, we're off to do a bit of baling again this morning. We have got a field, 14 acres of second cut Lucerne we're going to bale, and we're just heading up the road now to go and bale that. Try not to go on the road too much if we can. Most of the trailers, when we're carrying the bales back, we go through the fields because it all links up through to the top end of the farm. We're quite lucky really, but we sort of, well, I'm going on the road now just because it's easy. We've got cattle in one of the fields, but we put a fence around the edge of the field so we can use the track. I'll show you later when we're bringing the bales back. Maybe just makes it a lot easier and safer because the way people drive, it's quite a busy main road outside the farm, and the way people drive is just ridiculous. And it's like sort of half a mile from the farm entrance up to the by road where we go in to get to the fields, and they just get irate even in that short distance up behind the tractor and overtaking on bends, and it's just ridiculous really. So we do try to avoid going on the road if we can as much as possible. It's quite a nice day. It's a bit windy. Just sort of caught another gap in the weather really, because well, it's catchy again. It's meant to be damp again tomorrow morning, which is Saturday 7th of July today. We're all raked up, so it's quite a nice crop. I'm hoping for like 5 to the acre, but we'll see. Just see what happens really, and I'll let you know at the end of the video. Giving the baler a bit of a clean up. Those lower panels there, we've cleaned them down. I've wire brushed them down, and just sort of painted them because they're a bit rusty. I've got a bit more to do on it because it's paintwork on them's not great really. So but yeah, so we gave it a bit of a clean off. I've done it with, I didn't do it all, but we have done it without, we've not washed it, just sort of rubbed it off and just given it a bit of a clean up, and put some wax on it, and just to make it look a bit better. And well, it looks heaps better now than it did, but it's all sort of protected underneath like the oil and dust that was on it. But yeah, so looking better. But like I say, I don't like putting water on it because of the, well, water and bearings and stuff don't mix, do they? So yeah, so anyway, it's looking better. Right, I'm going to put those extensions out for the bale kicker, and then make a start and see how many bales we get. We've finished baling and finished carrying now as well. Well, I'm just bringing the second to last trailer back. There's one more trailer loaded in the field that's coming to collect, and that's all done. And then just got to wrap them now. It's not too bad, it's only like just gone 4 o'clock. And just driving down through the winter barley. We had 78 bales in total, so that's second cut Lucerne, that's 14 acre field, and that's like sort of just over 5.5 bales to the acre, so not too bad really considering how dry it's been. As I was saying, I'm just driving down through the winter barley that is coming on. There's sort of people around here combining now. It's 7th of July. I don't think this is hardly ripe yet, but it is coming on, so we'll be on it possibly next week. But as I say, I don't think it's hurting really. It just depends on the weather really, and how combine man gets on. He's got a fair bit to do for himself as well, so I just have to see how it goes. But like I say, it's not desperate yet, I don't think, and we want to get it dry as well, so I don't really want to be dry in anything. Got another field of Lucerne in over the hedge to cut. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's another 8 acres to do, so try and do that possibly next week. The field we just done was cut before that one, and that was in flower now, so it needed cutting, and it wouldn't have bulked up any more. I'm hoping that one in there, there's a bit more ryegrass in that one, so I'm hoping that one will bulk up a little bit more yet, and we'll cut it when it starts to flower, I think. So yeah, so things are sort of moving on fairly well, really. We're up to, wow, sort of pretty much 800 bales now, so we are getting up to where we want it to be. So hopefully the other field of Lucerne will do another 50 or 60 bales. And yeah, then we've got a bit more round bale hay to make and some small bale hay to make, but it just hasn't been the weather to get that done yet. We did a strip the other day for haylage, and that's in this field we're in now, and there's the bit we did, and there's the bit we got to do. So hopefully that will come at some point. It needs cutting. It doesn't want to be left too much longer, but as I say, the weather, there isn't enough dry weather forecast to get it done. So just have to wait and see. I mentioned earlier at the start of this video that we try to avoid going on the main road with the trailers if we can. Someone asked in one of the videos about how we sort of get around the transporting the bales on the road and stuff, and but we, like I say, try to avoid going on the road. Yeah, the field we're coming up through now is it's got cattle in it. We wanted to graze this field because there was nowhere else really for the cattle to go, so we put an electric fence right around the edge. I'm not sure if you can see the stakes there, so the cattle will train the electric fence anyway, so they're happily grazing there, and we're still able to sort of come around the edge of the field with our trailers, so that works well. We don't really take much notice. This tractor never comes to feed them, so they don't really bother about this tractor. Right, so finished. That's it for apart from wrapping now. So tomorrow we're going to start cleaning out the cattle sheds. Probably do a little video of that. I've bought a new electric pressure washer, so we'll have a look at that one and see what that's like. We normally hire one, so I'll talk about that though when we're washing out the shed. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.